Hello and welcome guys to this HeflaTV presentation of the joinDOTA League Season 3 American Division Found New Friends versus Run for Your Life. Run for Your Life, what a dangerous name. Hopefully they can actually live up to that same name, as we have ourselves some late night Dota if you're Europeans and probably early morning if you're American. The first game is on US East, the second game will be on US West to make it even for both teams. And well, we're just jumping straight into the draft. I don't know what those teams love to run, because I have to admit I have not seen or even heard of either team. Yes, I may be a noob, but since of my time zone, I'm casting mostly Southeast Asian and European Dota. I'm just covering the night shift since all our other American casters are completely slacking at the moment. So, Razor the first ban, rather standard. Razor just a ridiculously strong hero who is rather hard to shut down. But Faceless Void, banned out by Found New Friends. And well, that ban, it just says it all. The Chronosphere is something you don't want to trifle with. Yes, Faceless Voids actually, quite often, they don't hit their stride. They just offer the Chrono, but apart from that, they actually don't have the damage themselves usually. But that might not always be the case, so just better safe than sorry, ban it out, as Lycan banned as the second one for Run for Your Life. Found New Friends, so taking out the Doombringer, so heroes like Brewmaster, Shadow Shaman, they are still in the pool. Even the Skyref Mage, Tidehunter, just take your pick, name a hero, you can have it. It's just too many good heroes at the moment to just ban out all of them and to even pick all of them in the first phase. It just really heavily comes down to where, when, who is playing, what certain teams love to run. And at the moment, Run for Your Life, they are having trouble even deciding on their first pick. I guess some certain teams even go for something like a straight up Nature's Prophet, although I think Shadow Shaman would still be the better choice here. You can still get that strong push from the Mass Serpent Wards, the extra lockdown, the burst from the Ether Shock, but they go for a Viper instead as the first one. So that is their pick of the litter. Oh, that's a bit sad to me. Viper, he is a strong hero, he's tanky, he's the mech builder for your team, and of course Viper Strike plus those slows and your innate tankiness thanks to that corrosive skin, increasing your magic resistance every time you put a single point into it. But Found New Friends now. Will they go for the Brewmaster, Tidehunter, Brewmaster Shadow Shaman? Maybe even pick up something funky like a Batrider. A Batrider. Who would have thought that there will be a point in time when the Batrider just doesn't make any waves at all. I mean, literally, people do not care about that hero. It's a bit sad. But Found New Friends, they are also taking their time. Run for Your Life, they managed to get away with 1 minute and 2 seconds of the reserve time left. Found New Friends, half a minute faster at least for the time being. Picking up the Skyref Mage, just overall solid hero, really good with the early rotation since Concussive Shot has a huge range. You can get that initial slow, get close, Arcane Bolt spam, Ancient Seal to silence them up, increase the magic damage taken, and of course Skyref Mage, one of the good or main reasons his rotations are so good is of his base movement speed, 325, whereas if you take for example the Shadow Shaman who has only 285 movement speed, and well, with boots of speed you just have like 10 more movement speed than Skyref Mage, and that's pretty damn horrible to be honest. But we'll see what combo they do take. I usually kind of hate on the teams that don't go for solid lockdown with the Skyref Mage, so they can't actually set up themselves the Mystic Flare, but a Tidehunter, it works. It has the Gush for the slow to set up Mystic Flares. Yes, not the best one, but still at least something. And of course, having the Travish, but wow. That's, I want to say, a smart pickup, although I do believe they could have reserved it for the later stages of the draft. Oh, I mean, Pugna, Nether Ward, Skyref Mage, if he pops his Mystic Flare, he just kills himself if the Nether Ward is up and the Skyref Mage doesn't have a BKB. But still, man, revealing your hand this early on, the Pugna Found New Friends, they can possibly just big heroes that can go up against that. Heroes that maybe, for example, create illusions. You can send the illusions to kill the nether wards without endangering yourself. Maybe even heroes that can just tank it up, be a man and go kill the nether ward themselves. And NCT165, to answer your question, yes. Nice. 1346 already answered you anyway, but this is East and next will be West. Guys, you are listening to me. I'm so happy. But looking at the second set of bans, Run for Your Life, they actually banned out the Death Prophet themselves, although they have the Pagna. But of course, that would mess up their laning unless they wanted to go aggressive tri-lane. So, just eliminate the possibility of playing up against that hero. Also, they take out the Brewmaster, whereas found new friends, targeting the Shadow Shaman and the Nature's Prophet, so lots of pushing heroes taken out. Of course, Brewmaster just mid-game fight, but found new friends now. What will they pick up? They just haven't revealed their strategy at all at the moment, to be honest. Tidehunter, just all around good offlaner. Solid teamfight control with the Ravage. Kraken Shell just tanking it up in the front lines with the Anchor Smash as well, helping out. Skyref Mage, early rotations, some extra burst damage in those fights. And found new friends, well, I'm really hoping for something exotic. Like today in the Gigabyte Challenge, we already saw a Necrophos. And the Necrophos actually... Oh, never mind, they lost, I think, in the end, but barely. It was a close game. Finstack was using it. But, I mean, give me Medusas, Huskars, anything. Huskar actually, come on, just go ultimate on Pagna. Easy. Easy kills on Pagnas, yes, no? I guess that's a no, to be honest, because Pagna gets chumped, he just decrepifies himself, and you can't right click as a Huskar. Kind of sad, isn't it? Yes, it is. Found new friends though. Getting themselves a Mirana. Not the most popular hero, but then again, if you land that arrow, it can be huge, game breaking. Especially going for those early rotations, maybe if she's a support. If she's a core, probably not gonna have that huge of an impact that early, but if you just keep on shooting those arrows, some will eventually land and set things up. The same is like a Pudge. If you just keep throwing those hooks, one will, well, at least it should, just by probability, already land sooner or later. As now, 53 seconds left of the reserve time for Run for Your Life. Are they going to strengthen their push with something? And yes, that's exactly what they want. They go for the Venomancer. So they're taking a page out of the VG gamebook, VG Gaming gamebook. And found new friends now. At the moment, I actually don't have the best counter push at all. Especially, even like something like a Keeper Flight doesn't work all that well against a Pagna and a Venomancer, because Plague Wards as well as Nether Blasts, they do not get destroyed by a Keeper Flight Illuminate. And now found new friends. Are they gonna draft some of that counter push? Or of course, you can just go for heroes like maybe a Sand King even. Have a Skyref Mage Sand King roaming duo. Get that initial slow from the concussive shot, followed up by the Burrow Strike and +1, but no, they go for a Brave King instead. Brave King just has to be sure that he will have enough mana for the reincarnation, and if he does, he'll be fine. Although, if it's gonna be a carry Wraith King, which I'm not gonna like at all in this game, I'm gonna say straight out, against the Viper and the Venomancer, if this is gonna be a carry Wraith King, he is gonna get kited to oblivion. There's nothing he's gonna be able to do. And it's really a huge concern. So I am hoping for the Mirana carry. Leap, always nice up against those slows. Viper, yes, you can go for the Viper Strike. Mirana, if he's good with his leap timing, he can even disjoint it completely. And, well, Run for Your Life. What are they gonna go for now? Most of the pushing heroes, of course, have already been banned out. I guess something like a Leshrac is one possibility. Luna, another one. And, well, they go for a Witch Doctor. In its own right, it does help you push with the Voodoo Restoration, keeping creeps alive. So, it does help with the push. Yes, you don't actually have actual tower damage, but it also gives some extra team fight with the Death Ward, Paralyzing Cast to bounce around as well. But at the moment, looks like Run for Your Life, they are putting all their eggs in the early mid-game push basket. Oh wow, they might be extremely squishy if they actually get caught, but for that, The Tidehunter, for example, needs a blink dagger and found new friends. They can draft themselves a mid laner who can properly initiate. Maybe even something like a puck actually might not be too bad here. Although, when you're drafting, you have to be careful of drafting against that nether ward. Puck, if it blinks in, wants to do the Waning Rift, Illusory Orb, Dream Coil combination. That actually requires a lot of mana, and if the nether ward is around, you might kill yourself with that champion. And as we all know, you don't want to kill yourself. Or at least, you would be crazy to want that. But we'll see, maybe some teams are a little bit suicidal like that. Yes. 20 seconds left for Found New Friends. I have no idea actually what would be extremely great against Pagna. Just go YOLO Phantom Lancer. Guys, do it. But no, Lone Druid, actually that is a smart pick. I did not think of that at all. I'm not that familiar anymore with Lone Druid, just completely forgotten that hero as. Run for Your Life, they actually banned out the Storm Spirit, which can jump heroes even through the nether world, although not the most optimal thing. But yes, Lone Druid, he can send his Spirit Bear to do the dirty work for him, kill the nether ward, burn people down if he has that Radiance. So actually I really like that pickup. But how are they gonna lane this now? Is it gonna be Lone Druid mid up against the Viper? Actually, that wouldn't be too bad either. Because Viper usually, he can harass a lot in the mid lane. Just go for the poison attack, Nether Toxin as well. But Lone Druid, he can stay quite far back himself with the Lone Druid, the Spirit Bear. Just getting the last hits for him and maybe even getting counter harass on the Viper. So, all is good. Found new friends. Actually, they have a pretty solid lineup if you ask me. Whereas Run for Your Life so far, they are just early mid game focused. And if they don't execute, they will be in trouble. And they go for a last pick Visage. Is it gonna be Witch Doctor Visage support with a farming Venom and Pugna? And of course, this will be 100%. Okay, 99%. I may be wrong. An aggressive tri-lane with something like a Viper or Venomancer safe lane, or I would think that Pugna mid lane is the... No, I'm not sure. Pugna against Tidehunter. I would like to see Viper against Tidehunter or Venomancer against Tidehunter, to be honest, up on the Tire safe lane. Just really weird all around, but yeah, it can definitely work. If they just start wrecking early, because not only can they fight early and have the burst damage, especially with the Visage that they just picked up, but they can also go for towers with the Plague Wards, the Nether Blasts, and Witch Doctor Voodoo Restoration. So, solid lineup all in all. As to go over the lineups fast for you guys, as well, I don't know them, maybe you do, but I definitely need some introduction as R4UL playing on Skyrift Mage, Fade up on the Mirana, leaving pure negativity of F. Pure negativity on the Tidehunter to just run after them. What? Aone 9? I have no idea what that name is. If somebody in chat can clear it up for me. If I can even spot it out in chat, because solo casting and checking out chat might become a little bit harder, at least keeping tabs on all of the chat, but never mind. Aone playing on the Wraith King with the last one for them is that mid lane box. They're standing. One of the players had real life issues, I think, or something like that, so couldn't play unfortunately, but still only one standing. Better than just not playing at all. But for the side of our gaming, also known for Run for Your Life, Hayashin, playing on the Visage, leaving Blue Capricorn on the Witch Doctor with Dangerous Cat, Road to TI5, playing on the Viper, TDM on the Pugna, and Safe Lane, KV playing the Venomancer. And as far as I know, then at least what I know from the lobby, what they were saying, is the fact that they don't actually have high hopes for their team. Run for Their Life, that is the dire side. They're just like trying to have fun while they're still playing Dota before they actually start having to worry about real life work, getting money and whatnot. But look at these sneaky plays, the supports. This is the I want to say oldest play in the book, maybe not quite the oldest, but it is such a sneaky play. And with the Tidehunter having invis on this bottom lane, they don't know for sure what's happening, but yeah, they have a good idea, and they already show themselves. Actually, the arcane bolts already flying on Venomancer, and this Veno, he is not going to be happy at all. And actually, I really love what Found New Friends did here. I think they themselves knew that it's gonna be just most likely an aggressive tri-lane, so they dodged. Tidehunter will have definitely a better time up against this tri-lane than Venomancer will on this top lane. Or at least he should. Yes, misplays can happen and whatnot, but you already see that Run for Your Life, they are just rotating themselves around. The support trying to head mid lane, set up a kill on the lone druid, and of course we all know Pagna needs that early good start. Oh, can they even maybe snipe the courier? Oh, look at that squirrel with this hat. I mean, I guess somebody would want to call it a helmet, but man, it looked way more like a hat. But can they go mid lane? Because lone druid, he should be able to position himself correctly at all times. I don't want to going maybe for a little bit of creep, and yes, the paralyzing gas comes around, actually pounces to the creep as well. Now he's slowed down from the Great Shield, but maybe they needed the soul assumption here, or did they the nether ward? Oh, nether blast, a little bit too late, but the last strike click was following him anyway, and he gets the kill, but now maybe counters, arcane bolts. Nope, not enough damage, unfortunately, for the Skyraf mage. So he just made a rotation for more or less nothing. So first blood to DDM, really nicely done, and that gives him that early start he needs. Bottle coming out, boots of speed soon to follow. And so far, well, he was already losing in last hits to box, so smart rotation by the supports, of course. With the supports rotating around, the Tidehunter is like, easy XP guys, level 3.5 already. KB is only level 2 as a counterpart for the safe lanes. The Venomancer not doing that well. Visage came in to help a little bit, but how much help will it actually provide? Especially if one Rayfire Blast can set up the arrow and the kill. Oh, actually, are they gonna go for it? Yes, the Rayfire Blast is flying. The slow from the concussive shot as well. And yeah, it should be an easy kill with the arrow to follow up. Fade is the one to get the last hit. That is actually Visage. I think he played a little bit too ballsy there. It was so obvious that one Rayfire Blast can set up a kill just way too easily. No Gravekeeper's Cloak yet for Visage. Jesse has the Grave Shield to maybe get extra movement speed away. But it was a just wishful thinking as arrow will fly. Oh, just hits a creep. Last hit for Mirana. Good at this, but oh, look at this bottom lane. Nice healing salve up by pure negativity. Viper, he wanted to go in, but just jukes around here. He's healing salving up himself as well. Of course, no gush from the Tidehunter to remove that either. So just some harassment going on, back and forth on the bottom lane. Viper 12 and 5 compared to 6 and 0, pure negativity. Missed out a little bit early on anyway, thanks to the supports of Run for Your Life being there. But no biggie for Tidehunter, as long as he's getting levels, he's gonna be happy about it, because once he gets that Ravage, he can just go from lane to lane, pop that Ravage, get easy kills, and get gold that way. They are backing off at the moment. There is a side pull, or at least the Radiant actually did the side pull themselves. There was a double camp here as well. So the creeper completely getting decimated. Not a single jungle creep destroyed, I think. Yeah, everybody should be alive. Oh, never mind. One little satyr got destroyed. Sad panda. And actually, I am a little bit surprised that Found New Friends are just pressing the issue top lane. They could just go for concussive shot, followed by the Rayfire Blast. Although there are no boosts of speed on the Wraith King, so maybe wait for that and then just go aggressively for those kills. Although the pull is happening to this double stack. And RCG, oh, he slowed down. Huge mistake. Great Shield is there as well. Do they have Soul Assumption? Yes, they do. Should be an easy kill, and indeed it is. The Rayfire Blast came out a little bit too late. And Wraith King now, he slowed down as well. The Poison Sting level 1 with the Venomancer was helping out. The arrow will fly as Anna just TPs out to safety. He knew that he otherwise would just get chased down with all the slows that Run for Your Life has. So suddenly they get one nice kill. They force a TP from the Wraith King. Well, he at least has boost of speed still, so I think it's a semi-positive for him. But Skyraf Mage, he definitely made a huge mistake there. It was a little bit too obvious to me that that's gonna happen. Maybe he was hoping that he's gonna be skilled and fast enough to dodge the Venomous Scale, but since it didn't happen, sad for him as Dangerous Cat finishes himself the face boots. Can just put on the extra hurt against the Tidehunter. Tidehunter usually, he's the lane bully, but Viper really dominates that matchup. Looking at the mid lane though, 28 and 7 on the Lone Druid box. farming up pretty damn nicely, although he gave away first blood to DDM, but DDM 19 and 2 can't really match up, and he wants to spam the Nether Blast as much as he can to just farm up, maybe harass the lone druid, the spirit bear, or the hero himself, and get last hits at the same time, but he's running low on mana. A regeneration rune would do good about now, but oh, they get killed top lane, and I want to go for the TP out, and just realizing that there are no stuns if there's no Witch Doctor, and well, Paralyzing Cask was already used there, so they get one. Aona gets out, yes, has to waste a TP, but at least it doesn't feed away a kill. And of course Fade just continues to have a better and better time as Lone Druid finds himself a double damage rune. If he gets a lucky Entangling Cross, might get a setup on the kill. Actually not even gonna go for it. I was so sure he's gonna go and try at least kill the Pagna. Man, but he's not man enough. Not a man enough. So far, just looking at the farm, last hits, found new friends, he's doing better. Oh, Entangling Claws mid lane, Decrepify Pagna. He's not gonna get right clicked anymore, although Orb of Venom still slowing him down. And yeah, Pagna, I mean, he's just getting bullied. Oh, another Nether Blast. Doesn't hit the hero himself, so Spirit Bear, he can take it. 2700 HP as DDM. Well, Arcane Boots are finished for him now, so can actually spam out the spells that little bit extra. Always nice. Bottom lane Viper, 29 and 11 compared to 17 and 0, so he's completely crushing that matchup. And look at pure negativity. He's even just forced to pull the small camp, try to deny some XP to the Viper that way. Top lane, of course, Venomancer sitting at 12 and 1, so doing even worse than the Tidehunter is. And at least Tidehunter is level 6.5, whereas Venomancer only level, well, almost 5. The draft, the laning, everything is favoring at the moment. Found new friends, unless Gaming, they can still hit their opening window of just death ball push kind of style. It's gonna be hard, it's still going to be hard, especially pushing into Ravage. And I'm expecting somebody to TP bottom lane to try to get the kill on the Viper, to be honest, as they do have the Ravage I was speaking of. Whether they will be able to, that is the question. Venom Wards just farmed up slowly. They are level 3 now, so actually they have a really substantial amount of health. 325 already. Oh, but we see a TP top lane. It is the Tidehunter. Gaming. Run for life. Will they be aware of this? Can they spot it out in time? Actually, I think they probably can, but the Paralyzing Cask bouncing on a blue Capricorn. No, they're not gonna overextend now on it. They show the Tidehunter, and well, they shouldn't be caught anymore. The Tidehunter. It was a really wishful rotation, I think, because of the positioning of Run for Your Life, and of course the Plague Ward, scouting everything out. And pure negativity now. He's tanking up the creep wave. The least he can do now is apply pressure to the tower. Actually, pure negativity. They didn't even use Anchor Smash, which is really weird to me. He just tanked it up like a man, which he shouldn't have. And the creep wave died slower because of it as well. And still, mid lane, Lone Druid farming up. Maybe gonna go for a Hand of Midas. Has Face Boots on Bear first though. And might just go for Radiance straight up. We will see. Maybe just Maelstrom going for the earlier utilities Spirit Bear, so to say. But they know the Venomancer is behind the tower, but they can't really dive. Although the tower, it's gonna go down, and with the tower going down, they can easily fight here. Paralyzing Cask to bounce around. Will it bounce to anybody? No. Actually, it does go to the creeps, to the heroes, and there's the slow and pure negativity. Can he pop the Ravage, or will he just die? There's the silence on the Viper. Ravage hits all 4 heroes, beautifully done. Then just gets still alive for the time being, finally goes down. As does the Tidehunter, and now the Nether Blast. Oh, Fate goes down. It was actually a really good exchange for Run for Your Life in the end. Pagna coming in as well, Nether Ward, level 3 already. As well as Nether Blast, level 4, just completely wrecks the Mirana. Mirana going for Face Boots. Not a tanky son of a gun, not at all. At least mid lane, Box, with the rotations going away, he's just trying to apply some pressure on the tower. He is level 7, or level 8 even, so Spirit Bear has to demolish. Can just go for that extra push on the buildings. And speaking of the push, tier 1 top lane might be in trouble. Nether Blast coming out. Plague Ward's down already, although there is no creep wave to just sustain. Oh, arrow! Oh, nice spread by Run for Your Life. As another Paralyzing Cask, they want to go for the kill. There is no reincarnation at the Brave King. Will it be enough? Arcane Bolt, Soul Assumption. Not Arcane Bolt, just a Soul Assumption. Wrong team as Tidehunter TP's top lane. But he doesn't have the Ravage. They're actually giving away a lot of farm. Oh, Arrow once again misses. Slow goes onto DDM, but is he really turning it around? He wants to go for the Nether Blast. He doesn't want the tower to get denied. Is it worth it though, giving away his life like that? I'm not too sure it is. Paralyzing gas, slowing down Tidehunter. Venom Scale hits as well. Will he crack and chill everything off? No, Moonlight Shadow comes out and he is safe. Crack and chill came out at the last second as well. But Moonlight Shadow, no detection on the side of Run for Your Life. But still, I thought it was a little bit questionable what the Pagna did there. But I guess tower secured, getting that extra gold, why not? And Mech, oh actually Dangerous Cat is getting close to it, only 240 gold away from it. Once he gets that, the dynamic of the game might change, especially if they want to go for the push. And Mirana, yes, he's farming reasonably well, as is the Lone Druid, but it's not out of this world, and the Tidehunter is struggling really hard. Doesn't even have Arcane Boots yet, can pick them up if he really wants to. And mid lane tower goes down to DDM as well. One Nether Blast and the right click finishes the job. So actually they are gaining map control ever so slowly. And if they just can continue this up, they can actually maybe overwhelm the side of Found New Friends with just their map control and the items they get from the global clothes of the towers. Maybe even go for an early Roche after that. Now, yes, they have their sights set on this tier 1, the last one, on the bottom lane, and can Found New Friends actually stop this? Do they have enough firepower? The TPs are coming in. They do have the Ravage as well, if Pure Negativity wants to TP in just to help out, but the Nether Blast coming out. Oh, the Glyph! But Nether Ward is there as well. I think it's a little bit too close. You should have just put it here in the trees or something, and the Nether Ward. It's gonna get killed off RCG. Make sure if that Nether Ward helps out a little bit. The Arrow flies actually catches on the Venomancer as well. Will it be enough Starstorm to follow, but the Nether Ward. Oh, just look at the counter damage. They couldn't even kill the Venomancer. Voodoo Restoration, keeping him just a little bit more healthy as well. He has Magic 6 charges if really necessary, and Fade has to be careful. Nether Ward. Oh, the Crepify almost keeps him in range, but not quite. So close, so very close. As another Arrow flies, doesn't connect. Just barely though, and now, oh, Pure Negativity doesn't pop his Ravage yet. Would have been a perfect opportunity. Slow down, Viper Strike up as well. Really crack and chill it off the Tidehunter. Oh, he gets the ultimate, but there's the Mystic Flare onto DDM. Tidehunter though, he took way too much damage, as did the Skywrath Mage into the Nether Ward. Now Awane, he doesn't have his ultimate, not level 6. They lose free, the Death Ward. Actually, Blue Capricorn does waste it completely. But man, what a bad engagement that was for newfound friends. Found new friends. Newfound friends would be better, I think. But top lane, at least Lone Druid is applying pressure to the tier 2 tower. Got it down to half HP, but still 7-4 now for R Gaming. They are looking strong. And they just have to keep this rolling. Looking at the graphs as well, they do have around a 3000 gold lead at the moment. 1k XP as well. Actually, yeah, it updated already as well. So if they can keep this rolling, they definitely have a good shot, but if this gets to a late game, Found New Friends should have it hands down. But at the moment they are one tower behind. So I guess actually being, I mean 2 towers behind. I'm being 2 towers behind and 3000 gold behind. Not the worst case. Yes, you're still farming a little bit worse as well, because it should be only a 2k gold difference. But Awane still doesn't have his ultimate. He's 14 minutes in breaking, only level 5. They are actually struggling quite hard. Regressive tri lane, it worked as far as farm goes, and they got the kill early on the Venomancer as well, I think. Oh no, never mind, they didn't. But they get the slow, the Mystic Flare on the Pagna before the Nether War comes out. Viper Strike onto Pure Negativity though. Familiar's helping out as well. The Familiar drops are coming in. They should get the kill, or will they? Yes, Solar Subject secures the kill. That's the Death Ward as well, though they have vision. They don't even need it for any longer, as they had it for long enough. They get 2 kills once again. And even with the Pagna being there, they might still get the tower. So worthwhile trade in the end. And this Tidehunter, he just goes in, but doesn't really accomplish too much most of the time. And now, yeah, oh, with connection, Hayashin, the heal, oh, Starstorm, actually it wasn't in range, but the tower aggro, are you kidding me? How unfortunate was that the tower started targeting the Visage instead of anybody else who was close by, but still they get the tower. Deeping now, bottom lane box actually might be in trouble. The Gripify to slow him down, but oh, the Entangling Claws first it, Nether War comes out. The Venom Scale just on the edge, and he's going for the TP out. They almost caught him. He could have gotten the TP out anyway, I think. But man, what an Entangling Claws it was. But they are losing map control ever so slowly. Maelstrom picked up by the Spirit Bear, so not going for the Radiant. Wants to just be able to fight and counter push earlier on. Although the Radiance, I think it... well, if you don't get it fast enough, you might just get pushed to oblivion by the side of Run for Your Life. Now, Pagna, is that Ogre Club gonna be a BKB, or is he still wanting to change it, or not change it, but turn it into an Aghanim Scepter? We will see, as they are going for the tier 2 tower. Only 2 left. Only 2 left of those. As Fate, can he land an arrow, and Nether Ward comes down. I mean, what's up with the Pugnas? They put those Nether Wards in the most obvious positions. Put them in the trees where you can't destroy them. And the arrow comes out, it lands on the Venomancer, spot on. Viper's Strike is there, as Easter Rage onto 3 heroes. Mystic Flare to follow 1 hero down from either side. And Dangerous Cat is so damn tanky. Corrosive Skin, slowing down the Wraith King. He still has his ultimate, but oh, Magic Wand, he might still live. Nope, the Crepify into the Nether Blast. Easy kill, and oh, that's his ultimate on cooldown, but the arrow flies. Oh, Pagana just somehow gets out of it. And now Aona is still slowed down. Use the Fire Blast, but the Corrosive Skin is activated. Going for the TP out live there. And Dangerous Cat gets the kill. And they also claim the tier 2 tower. Man, I would have expected that to go so much better. With the arrow into the Venomancer, into the Ravage, into the Mystic Flare, blowing that 1 hero up completely. But he's actually pretty tanky, going for the Aghanim Scepter of his. Point booster, Ogre Club, 1.1k HP. And they are just lacking damage heavily after the Mystic Flare. And now tier 3 tower already under siege. Once again, Nether Ward just completely out in the open. Even the sentry down, and yeah, they saw the Moonlight Shadow coming out. This sentry, is it epic bait? Is it the Creepify on the Spirit Bear? Nether Ward still alive. The stun went out onto Hayashin. He arrowed to follow up as well, but he comes out of the stun. They want to go for the Spirit Bear, who is just so damn tanky. They lose 1 familiar to the tower. 1 familiar down, but no biggie. He has his ultimate. Can resummon both of them if he wants to. As top lane getting pushed out by KV. Spirit Bear was pushing it in before, I think. And Blue Capricorn going for an Aghanim Scepter of his own has, well, he's halfway through to it, a little bit more since the point booster costs that 200 extra, but still looking nice. Dangerous Cat going for his own as well after the mech. So they are getting the items now. Hayashin, he's going for Roche with the familiars helping out as well. He is a little bit tanky with the Gravekeeper's cloak, of course. And now Dangerous Cat comes in. 3 heroes present, but how fast will it be? They don't have minus armor as Hayashin. Instead of a medallion, he's going for the pipe instead. But with the heal, I guess they can still just sustain it themselves through them. Now Venomancer finally joins the fight. Plague Wards help out a lot. They do. Now even DDM joins the fight. Nether Blast. Oh, arrow catches KV. But will it be enough? They don't have the Ravage, I think. Yes, it's 6 seconds of cooldown. They might be there in time, or will they? Oh, the Nether Ward is down already as well. They can't really reach it. Oh, they get the slowdown. Multiple heroes. There's the Concussion Shot. There's the Fire Blast onto Hayashin. Oh, Drain Life though. There's the Mystic Flare. Not gonna be enough. Hayashin gets out of it, and will we see the huge Ravage to stop the Roshan? Oh, he's still in there. He's not popping it. Finally goes for it. Actually catches for his Blue Capricorn. Somehow gets caught. Thunder goes down. Roche is still alive. Hook's gonna pick up the Aegis Lone Druid. He kills off Blue Capricorn, and Aegis gets picked up by the Witch Doctor. Almost immediately popped as well, but they are in the lead at the moment. Arcane Bot's not gonna kill off the DDM, and now Aona, can he get the kill? Yes, Box helps out as well. Brave Fire Blast was enough to secure it. So at the moment, a 3-4-2 SKV. Well, he can't run anywhere. No TP, no nothing. And will lose his gold before he finishes the Aghanim Scepter. Although Viper came in from behind, got 1 kill, going for Box next. No stuns to stop it though. Familiar drops were already used. So in the end, a 4-4-3, but Run for Your Life, they also lose the Aegis. But they did get the Roshan, XP, and a goal for it. And Spirit Bear gonna lose his life as well. Slow down, poison damage, yes! Dangerous Cat, another 300 gold. That's his Aghanim Scepter finished now. That's actually a huge kill. Lone Druid has to put his bear on cooldown. Or the summon on cooldown. So, all in all, still a favorable fight for Run for Your Life. But Lone Druid, he is farming up really good. Actually, he has 3.1k gold. So, even after the Maelstrom, he can still go for the Radiance. Aghanim Scepter though, finished on the Venomancer. But there's a Blade Mail also on the Wraith King, so can return some of that damage coming out. 3k gold is in the favor of our gaming for the dire sides. Actually, XP only 670 to be just exact. But I think the item progression is just a little bit better because... Oh, wow, look, Skyref Mage going for the mech. He's gonna have the buckler soon enough, but doesn't have the finished mech unless they just get some nice kills, win a team fight or so. Pure negativity, Ravage still on cooldown. At least he has his blink dagger now, so can initiate a little bit better. The last times, I think he's just ran in and not popped his Ravage soon enough, taking a little bit too much damage, but now you can see the rotation. He smoked one even, coming up from the two supports of our gaming. And Spirit Barrier, he TP's out, doesn't want to stay there for too long. In only 200 gold, we'll have that Sacred Relic of his. And with the Radiance, the counter push, as well as just burning down Run for Your Life, it's gonna be potent, I have to tell you. And now, oh, DDM, is he gonna get caught, or is the Tidehunter get the one caught? Nope, never mind, blinks out. Was fast enough on his reaction, of course. Netherward was the first reaction from the Pagna, so even if the Tidehunter would have been that fast with the reaction, he still would have had another second, maybe even two, before any damage instances were put into him. And KB, Aghanim Scepter finished, he's happy, he has level 2 ultimate as well. And there is no mech yet, like I was talking about, and no pipe, of course, inside for, well, any of the heroes. They don't have the best heroes for that. Maybe Tidehunter could go for it to just tank it up in the front lines. But I think the itemization is just much better at the moment, as also the BKB finished the DDM now, so he doesn't have to worry about the Ravage. Well, he doesn't have to worry about more or less anything at the moment. Maybe the Spirit Bear right clicks, but even those aren't that scary. But what's scary is that he's only 500 gold away from the Radiance recipe. This is going to be hard, especially as they lose the last tier 2 tower. But they will gain the tier 2 tower mid lane probably. Although, look at our gaming. Look at Run for Your Life. They're not taking any chances. There's just, guys, come at us, bros. Cliff comes out already. And the push from Found New Friends is not nearly as potent as the one of our gaming. Nether Blast, Venom Wards, the Plague Wards coming out. They even use the drums for extra attack speed familiars. Gonna go scout things out. The drops actually a little bit too soon. They do hit Fate as the second one, and now, wow, the slows come out. There's their Blink Ravage, hits all 5 heroes. Will it be enough? The Mystic Fair into the Nether Ward. They're taking so much counter damage. Look at our Siggy. One spell is almost going down Fate. He gets the leap auto. Will the Spirit Bear be as lucky box life drain with the PKB? It's enough to keep him alive for the time being. Nope. He loses his life in the end. But they get the counters, they get 2. Wraith King goes down as well. He didn't have ultimate, he was on cooldown, and now Paralyzing Cask, Viper Strike, long range, RCG goes down. Triple kill for Ayashin. And Pure Negativity comes back, but the Racks are already down. Oh, and a TP in as well. Danger Cat gonna lose his life by Pure Negativity. He's gonna be the counter kill, or is he? He's tanking it up. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Nope, he finally goes down. Hayashin with Blue Capricorn, they're on the run, and even if they lose their lives, I think they're happy with it. Well, okay, happy might not be the right word, but they are content with the situation because they killed the melee barracks, range barracks down to half HP, and the fourth range barracks, they do not reach enough. Radiance wow. Vox had his Radiance finished and suddenly another 1.9k gold in the bank. So he gained a lot from this fight, and although they are one melee barracks behind, they still have the better late game by far, I think. Unless Pagna gets like an Aghanim Scepter and life drains just everybody somehow. But even Fade is getting a reasonable amount of farm. Although Blue Capricorn, Aghanim Scepter, Witch Doctor, only half a level away from getting the level 2 Death Ward as well. There is a pipe finished on Visage. So actually, they're also still getting stronger. And I still think they can kind of just sacrifice themselves up against another set of Racks. Although in this case, this particular lane found new friends. They went for the trade. They got 2 tier towers for their troubles, both the bottom and the mid tier one. So actually they are catching up as far as just map control goes, as far as towers are concerned. But since they were there a little bit too late to defend, thanks to going for those trades, I think that is a huge reason why they lost tracks. But if they're ready for the defense straight up this time around, it might be enough as the Tidehunter. Oh man, he's playing with fire. He actually runs into Hayashin. Hayashin, what? What? Dude! He just completely ran past the Tidehunter, not a single point in damage, and Tidehunter just TP's out from there. What the hell was that, man? What was it? Oh, sneaky plays. Oh, never mind. I thought it was an arrow, but what's a concussion shot instead? Moonlight Shadow is used. Will it be enough? They have the Ravage. Will he pop it? Oh, perfect opportunity. Hits all 5 heroes. Mystic Flare. They blow up the Pagana immediately. KV gonna drop down as well. Actually, the ultimate from the Venom came out, and there's the Death Ward coming. There's the bounces. It was only level 1 still. Actually, nope, never mind. It was level 2. They kill off 3. Spirit Bear down. Does he have the resummon? Yes, he does, but with 3 heroes down, not a single buyback on them. Even without the Nether Blasts, they're probably gonna take the fight. And Nether Ward, did he get the Nether Ward before his death? I'm not too sure. It certainly feels like it because man, they died so fast, but then again. Aghanim Scepter, Poison Nova, with the Death Ward bouncing around, it is already enough. And if they lose the second Drax, I think it might be too much for them to come back. And I was questioning their lineup, but they've executed it good enough. And Blue Capricorn, he is rooted up, he's gonna go down. Silence is there as well. Box trying to chase him down, but maybe overcommitting a little bit with his own hero. Or never mind, Danger Cat. Will there be another Entangling Claws? Can he get it? Come on, Bear. Are you gonna be lucky enough? Viper Strike up now. I think the slows. He's gonna chase down probably. Oh no, Face Boot. Are you kidding me? The arrow gets dodged. Go for the TP out. No, Entangling Claws. First hit just as he starts the TP. Even the Mystic Flare used just in case. But they are still... Oh, never mind. Never mind. The Rex didn't go down at all. They defend successfully. Oh, R Gaming. You should have just sacrificed yourself against the Rex because you lost your life anyway trying to escape. I don't know what this drawing was. But they ran that direction. They ran that direction, guys. Don't tell anyone. It's a secret. But whoa, guys. I legitimately don't think I've ever seen this Desolator picked up by Box on the Spirit Bear. A Desolator. He of course has a Maelstrom already, but the way those two attack modifiers interact is every time the Maelstrom proc comes, that's when the Desolator doesn't get into effect, but all the other time it's the Desolator. And since Maelstrom of course doesn't proc all the time, you will get the Desolator attack modifier most of the time. But I think that actually Run for Life, not suiciding against the melee racks, might have been their biggest mistake, because not only do they gain that lane advantage, melee barracks, they also heal up. Although Roche is soon to respawn, actually only like 20 seconds away or so. So with the next stages, they definitely gonna have a better chance. And I think they're gonna give the Aegis to Pagna maybe even. But man, this Desolator Spirit Plant, look at the Lone Druid's net worth. Looking like Goldcraft, it's still 2k in the favor of R Gaming. Run for Your Life at XP 6,000 and climbing for Found New Friends. And oh, they're gonna get the wraparound. The Ravage is perfect. 1 second, catches 5 heroes. How can he do it every time? Mystic Fair doesn't do too much to the Danger Cat. But Pure Negativity dropping Lona. DDM still alive. Life Drain is there onto Aona. Will it be enough? But the Paralyzing Cask into the goddamn Blade Mail. He had the Reincarnation though. The slows are there. Blue Capricorn. His ultimate did a decent amount, but not enough. Box TPing out from there. The Poison Nova is active at KV. Oh, Cop Arrow into face. Leap in. Starstorm, Fate, gets himself a double kill. Stun onto Danger Cat as well by Aona. And Aona, he's a carry of sorts and he gets the kill as well. Blade Mail activated, Viper Strike. He killed himself. And we can just see the power now of Found New Friends. They are staging a comeback, but of course, this initiation, you got to hand it to Tidehunter once again. Catching all 5 heroes, which has happened too often to be honest. Although, even though the side of Run for Your Life, they were pretty damn spread out. 1 hero was here, 1 hero was here, but Tidehunter, he came straight bang in the middle, covered this area with his Ravage, and spot on, guys, spot damn on. Huge plays coming out, and there's already another 2k golden box. This guy is a farming machine. 17, almost 18,000 net worth. Next highest, 11,000 Mirana. Getting into his own as well, has the Maelstrom, Yasha, Drums, Phase, and Aquila. And of course, Manta Style if he wants to finish that, finish soon. Or, never mind, it's gonna be the Mjolnir, picks up a Hyperstone. But even the Mjolnir, it's gonna be a lot of damage that I think Run for Your Life might not be able to cope with anymore. Oh wow, really wow. And Blue Capricorn, he got a pretty nice Death Ward off, but the heroes are getting a little bit too tanky and the Death Ward alone just won't be enough anymore. They are gonna get the Roshan though. Oh okay, so Ice Dragon 247, thanks on the chat for saying that Desolator has been there on Lone Druid a couple of times. But unfortunately, I think some of it might have happened during TI free, the international free. but I was in the army at the same time, so couldn't watch it. Maybe I have seen it as well, but at least my memory does not register it that well. But now, oh, another smoke. They have the Ravage in 1 second time. Are they gonna get the perfect jump? Yes, they are. 4 heroes caught again. Blue Capricorn blown up immediately. Poison Nova comes out, but KV, he goes down for his life, and DDM, his life drain probably won't be enough, and it won't. The Aegis pop, Danger Cut. Is it gonna be enough? Fade actually goes down. RCG dropping low as well. But the kill of 1 is a 1 for 3. So for DDM activates his BKB. But even if the BKB has to be careful, Desolator. So much physical damage coming out. Brave King, a semi-carry already as well. And once again, a 1 for 4 exchange. And I really think Run for Your Life. Not getting the melee barracks here, which are now to full HP. Just too big of a letdown. And now even Hayashin goes down as Box just chases him down. 3.6k gold in the bank. Can pick up a Mjolnir if he wants, although might not even want to finish it up because the bear can't really use it. Although Hyperstone into an AC is still solid option. AC of course helps against the ultimate of the Witch Doctor as well. But this smoke, man, found new friends. Their rotations, their smokes, this much into the game, 30 minutes in, 25-30 minutes. They've just caught Run for Your Life every single time. Just completely off guard, getting the Ravage, blowing 2 heroes up immediately, and they need more BKBs. KV is working towards it. Witch Doctor though, he needs it badly. He needs the full duration Death Ward. Look at it go. That is, I think, their saving grace here. Oh, wow. Hard game. Game is hard. Actually, Lone Druid, he's going for a pipe on their team, and oh, never mind, it's Wookiee Dota instead. I was like, what? It is just a casual cloak instead for Box. Has another 2.1k gold again. And what's his gold per minute at? 655, 200 above the next highest. A little bit more than 200 even, but close enough to just round it up. Round it down even, to be honest, would be the right phrasing here. But yeah, BKBs, at least Viper he's close to his own. KV only 400 gold away as well. Although there is now a Heaven's Halberd on the Brave King, and he's so tanky. 1.9k HP. Skyroth Mage is the squishiest one, but he has a mech as well. 1k HP on him. 1.3 on Mirana. Lone Druid 2.5. Tide 1.4. Looking good all around, especially once the pipe finishes. And well, does the Tide have enough? After this Ancient Granite Golem, he will. Oh, you can look at, you can see at Box like, oh, give me, nope, not happening. There's the pipe finished. With the pipe, it's gonna mitigate a lot of the damage of the Poison Nova. Although Aghanim's Poison Nova still does more, I think. Not I think, but definitely does. But if you can just mitigate like half of it, 3/4 of it, definitely worth it. But looking at the graphs again, 4,000 gold lead now for Found New Friends. XP 20,000! 20,000 what? It used to be like 3,000 at 25 minutes, suddenly 20. Did this really happen, guys? Yes, it did. I shit you not. Oh, I can't throw properly. Oh, I think everybody else, spectators, see it as a proper one. I'm gonna try again. Try number 2, guys. 20k. I don't know why it does that, but 20k. Visage though is closing in on his own Aghanim Scepter. Can get the third familiar, maybe gonna make a difference, although at this point in time I actually highly doubt it. The side of Found New Friends, they're a little bit too tanky, and maybe they can somehow lock down the Tidehunter so he can't get the Ravage, but they don't have nearly enough stuns for it, especially the Kraken Shell of course is there on Tide as well. Okay, so it was after TI4, but I have to point out that even after TI4 I was still in the army. I got out of the army March 2014, and by that time Lone Druid was not popular anymore. So still, thanks for the clarification. I do appreciate it, but oh, we might see a fight. There's an Observer Viper Strike onto Pure Negativity. Will there be any stuns? Yes, Paralysis can stop it. Arrow actually catches Blue Capricorn, but Pure Negativity, he is down. And this is the opening. Actually, PKB was activated by Pugna just in case. It's already down to 6 seconds. And well, looks like they can't even push. Just look at the lanes. The only lane pushing in is of course the lane that they have melee creeps, the mega melee creeps on. it is the bottom lane. But 4.6k gold on box. He can finish up the AC and still have buyback almost. Actually, let me think, let me calculate. I think I got that wrong. 2.7, 3.2k gold is needed for that. And 1.7, yeah, he has enough for buyback, so at least I was correct to some extent. But can they catch anybody else? They lack those heavy stuns. Familiar's probably not gonna catch up in time. Paralyzing Cask, not the best really, especially up against the Mirana who can just leap away, but they are going for the push. Will it be there in time? Aghanim not Aghanim, what am I saying? Assault Cuirass finished. For the lone druid, and man, it's a sad life if you're a Run for Your Life fan. What are they even waiting for me? Next Roche is still a long time away. Oh, they're grouping up for a smoke, aren't they? Yeah, smoke is there. That is their opportunity. They have to catch somebody, of course. They have to get one hero, preferably somebody without a buyback. And speaking of buybacks, both the Mirana and the lone druid have it. So the two damage dealers, two heaviest damage dealers at least, do have it. Although Tidehunter with the Ravage and Skyroth Mage with the Mystic Flare, they actually output a pretty solid amount themselves. Aghanim Sweater finished on the Visage. We are 37 minutes into the game. The kill score 29 to 25 in the favor of found new friends. Why do I want it the other way around? And well, they are really waiting for Roche, it looks like. Either they're waiting for a Roche or they're waiting for a mistake from Found New Friends. And Found New Friends, they're just waiting in the mid lane. They don't really want to overextend and get caught up. They want to be the ones initiating with the Tidehunter, as they have every single fight in this game, it feels like. Arrow, of course, just on a scouting mission. Gonna hit that Satyr Mind Stealer, man. That hate on the jungle camps, that hate. Pure negativity, 5 finished, nothing else. Nowhere near his refresher orb. Doesn't really need it that bad either. Box up to 2.4k gold again. And this Spirit Bear, I think the Spirit Bear can't even die. Split pushing the top lane at the moment. He does so much damage. He's hitting for 246 damage. Plus, of course, Desolator minus armor and the Assault Cuirass minus armor. Even the Wraith King does damage when all the minus armor is applied there. Oh, Roshan gonna... Actually, never mind. We're gonna see, after it passes this line here, what the respawn time of the Roshan is gonna be. It's up to 0 to 3 minutes. Come on, R-Gaming, if you're a fan of them, just have your fingers crossed that it spawns right away. Although, to be honest, if it spawns right now, there's a high chance that this smoke, the familiars, did they scout out the smoke together with the Observer Ward? I think they did, because yes, R-Gaming, they're backing off. Even the Moonlight Shadow's used for this. Oh, they want to catch them, and there they do. Another Ravage hitting all 5 heroes, BKB on Venomancer, but it's not gonna be enough. The physical damage from Box just completely wrecks him. Now Blue Capricorn can't even get this out of Silence is there. DDM already used the Life Drain, and well, a 3-4-0, and they're gonna lose probably all of their heroes. Hayashin on the run, Rayfire Blast stops one, and Hayashin gonna go down as well. Box is beyond godlike fate with another double kill on his own, and that is GG called. Found New Friends. They were able to just beat the timer, I have to say. Run for Your Life, they definitely were on the timer. They needed to get at least 2 sets of attacks at like 25 minutes in, but they just did not suicide against the melee Rax mid lane. And that, I think, actually, even if they did, it might not have won them the game, but they definitely would have had a better chance, because 2 lanes would have constantly been pushing in. They would have been able to just spread out the map, spread out, Found New Friends, and just go for solo pickoffs on other lanes maybe, and then go for another push on the 3rd and last lane. But guys, whatever the case may be, this is not enough for us, because we only have, but we have one more game. This is a 2-game series, so it might be 1-1, or Found New Friends, of course, they can just take this 2-0 as well to get a good start in this Season 3 for the joinDOTA America Division 1, it should be. But yeah guys, just, if you like this, be sure to follow us on this channel, and HeflaTV 1 and HeflaMok, the English channels for us. And of course, if you want to know when we're going live, what we're casting on my channels, please do follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Both of them are HeflaTV. And well, if you want to support me directly or have some feedback for me, follow me at Coucher on Twitter, or Coucher on Facebook as well. If you want to go by URL, it's /CoucherCast, because Coucher was taken somehow. But yes guys, this is it for game number 1. Just a few songs as we are gonna hop in game number 2 shortly.